What's up, Cloud Gamers? Welcome to the Cloud Gaming Extreme channel, your destination for all things cloud gaming. We have a jam-packed roundup to get through this week. All the major players of cloud gaming have a say in this week's video, but before we get into that, if you haven't already and you are enjoying our content, drop a wee like on the video, subscribe and ring those bells so you don't miss out on any more great content. Let's get down and dirty with the news now, and we'll kick off with Google Stadia this week. John Justice, who was the Vice President and Head of Product for Stadia, has left, as has Tim Moss, who was Head of Research. No details on the reasons for these departures, but it seems they are having a little shake-up in the background. Moving on to the games now, and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order was announced as the 4th game coming to your Pro subscription this week on May 4th. Jedi Fallen Order accompanies trying for the Nightmare Prince, Hotline Miami 2 Wrong Number and Floor Kids to make up your May Pro games. Resident Evil Village arrived May 7, and if you purchase before May 21st, you can possibly claim a free Premier Edition while supplies last, but please do check the terms and conditions as it is not available in every country. One final piece of information regarding Google Stadia this week was that IGN reporter Rebecca Valentine claimed on Twitter that before Epic Games officially launched Fortnite onto the Google Play Store, the company had offered to bring the mega hit to Stadia in exchange for being given a free pass on the Play Store for Android distribution. Now we know now that nothing came of that, but an interesting piece nonetheless. Switching it up to Xbox Cloud Gaming now, they announced a further 5 titles coming to their cloud gaming service this month. Outlast 2 and Steep both arrived on May 6th, and coming on May 13th we have Just Cause 4 Reloaded, Psychonauts and Red Dead Online. There is however one game leaving the cloud service this month. You will have until May 15 to play Dungeon of the Endless. If you haven't tried it out, now would be a great time. The beta invites are still rolling out, so be sure to check your emails and notifications. And if you ever wondered if you could play GTA Online on a smartwatch, check out the video in the top right of your screen just now, which will give you the answer to that question. Amazon Luna continue to accept early access requests outside of the US. Head over and get your request in now if you haven't done so already. Luna announced 4 games coming to the Luna Plus channel this month, and the first of the 4 has arrived already. The Wonderful 101 Remastered is available to early access users on the Luna Plus channel. One that may have snuck under your radar, but thankfully I found this in time. Assassin's Creed Chronicles India is available to Ubisoft Plus subscribers who use the Ubisoft Plus channel on Luna. GeForce Now announced this past Thursday that a total of 61 games are set to land on the service for the month of May. 17 of those have already been added this week. Alan Wake and Call of Juarez Gunslinger are available via Steam. Pine is available and is also free on the Epic Game Store until May 13. Alan Wake's American Nightmare, Assetto Corsa, Beat Cop, Chronicon, Death Rally and Hitman 2 Silent Assassin all come by way of Steam. The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 4 and Observer System Redux have been added from the Epic Game Store. Rounding off the games coming this week from Steam, we have MotoGP 21, Pacify, Project Gorgon, The Shore, Steep and Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Blacklist. Another 44 games are set to come this month, and if you want to check them out, head over onto our website for the full list, as I don't want to put anyone to sleep by reading every single one of them out. One final piece of news now from GeForce Now this week, and it regards the availability of Metro Exodus PC Enhanced Edition on the service, and I quote, "During game onboarding for the Metro Exodus PC Enhanced Edition, we discovered that the update requires a version of Windows Server that isn't currently supported on GeForce Now. The required version is scheduled for release later this year, at which time we'll begin upgrading our servers. We'll provide additional information and timing as we know more. The base version of Metro Exodus will still be playable, including RTX for founders and priority members, as we work to upgrade the service." That update came from the community manager himself, straight off of the GeForce Now forums. It has also come to our attention that there has been a problem in the past week or so with payments to GeForce Now. Some folks are reporting that they have lost their founders membership because Nvidia had a problem with their payment processing. We have asked for clarification on this matter, and when we get the information we will get that out to you straight away. Shadow PC news now, and this information is coming from an email being sent to Shadow Infinite and Shadow Ultra users in the US. And this email states that prior partnership agreements have been changed and Shadow have begun letting go of some of their servers in the US based data centers. US users who have Shadow Infinite and Ultra tiers are being downgraded to a Shadow Boost configuration. Now, what does this mean for users on these tiers? Well, let me tell you. You will have access to a Shadow Boost configuration for $14.99 per month. You will be credited with the difference. Your primary storage and data, all 256GB, remains intact, but the surplus storage provided with Infinite and Ultra tiers will be removed and data erased. You have until May 20 to back up the data on the surplus storage, otherwise you will lose it. After May 20 you will have only one more chance to access and back up. After that it is gone. And according to one Reddit user, they have also sent out emails to the Korean subscribers confirming the Korean server will be completely shut down on May 24. Mr. Klaba himself took to Twitter to explain the ongoing situation. First of all, he claims that the Shadow Ultra and Shadow Infinite shutdowns are only temporary and in the US only. He goes on to explain that the current Ultra and Infinite run on RTX 5K and RTX 6K. In the US, the RTX 5K and 6K were deployed with 2CRS in 2020, and during the Chapter 11 process they decided to not sign this contract, and this is why 2CRSI started to take back their hardware from the current data centers in the US. In Europe, Ultra and Infinite run on the OVH cloud, so they continue this contract and that will not be suspended. And they have announced that they have started to work on the new platform with a new CPU, a new GPU and a new storage, and thinking of new offers as well. He then goes on to say that research and development, ordering new hardware, assembling and deploying, and then they will migrate the customers' data from the current data centers and old hardware to the new data centers and new hardware. And he says he will share the ETA once they have ordered the new hardware, as the current shortage of components is a big challenge for everybody. And the final message in this Twitter thread is asking you, the customers, for ideas. Asking what they should offer, what features they must have, how many offers, the target price and in which countries. So go ahead and leave your feedback and your thoughts on that, folks. How they proceed from here remains unknown, but be sure to check out all of our social channels as we will bring that news as soon as it drops. Wee bit of Boosteroid news now. They have added Resident Evil Village to their service and their Instagram giveaways continue this week. Check the link in the video description for your chance to win a 1-month subscription to Boosteroid. And we'll round off this week's cloud gaming news recap with PlayStation Now. They have added 3 new games to the service this week. First up is Nio. And then we have Jump Force, but that will only be available until August 2021. And lastly, Streets of Rage 4, which will also be timed until November 1st, 2021. And just like that, we have completed another eventful week in the cloud gaming world. As always, please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. We love to hear them. Until next time, folks, stay safe and keep on gaming.